Hello everyone, or as they say in local language in Nigeria, Yayade. We're from the Musk Textile Group, and we've been working all week with Elizabeth John, the owner of KT Textiles and Jewelries. She has given us some info from her local recordings of her works in her business about problems she feels she needs to address in order to progress her business further. Some of these issues include expanding her business to the different people in her community, as well as further. Now, before I delve into it, can everyone do me a favor? And if you use a cell phone or have a cell phone and use it on a regular basis, please raise your hand. Now look around at everybody around you. You might put your hands down. As you can see, cell phones are widely used. In fact, 4.88 billion people worldwide have cell phones, which is an incredible amount. You can see cell phones are really the great connectors. In fact, 70% of the Nigerians actually have cell phones. This can grant fast spread of information and promote global networking. How can cell phones help Elizabeth? Well, it is our opinion that cell phones will be able to help Elizabeth connect to younger audiences, such as the college communities in her area, advertise her brand in order for her to expand regionally and even nationally, and it will help her accounting and organize records. This can be done through the use of apps. Now I'll introduce Annika.
Currently, Miss Elizabeth John is using the paper and pen method of recording her finances. Manual record keeping is complicated, messy, and not completely accurate. And as Miss John states, she lacks the skills to do this efficiently. By utilizing financial apps, Miss John can drastically decrease the amount of time she uses to write out her records and focus more on her customers' needs, which is what she wants to focus the most on. These apps are easy to use, tracks income and spending, and work efficiently. One specific example of this app is Tasho. This free app is created specifically for Nokia Lumia's, her phone type, and works wonderfully to fit Miss John's accounting needs. This is a very reasonable solution to a very large issue that she is currently facing.
Now, moving on to advertising. In order to expand her business, it's completely imperative that Elizabeth John move on to a different type of advertising. Currently, she's using word of mouth to advertise, which is extremely inefficient. It travels person by person, one by one. Now, using social media to advertise, like many other groups suggested, allows her to reach a younger, relatively untapped market, and is also free in many cases, effective, and very measurable. Using Facebook allows Elizabeth John to reach her customers and consumers through a totally new form of media. She can also pay for direct promotion and reach thousands of consumers online, and she can do this, and she can also invite people to her Facebook page and ask them to share it, which will show and expose her business to hundreds of people at a time, which is completely free. Now, to continue, she can also collaborate with an online community using her Facebook. She can post new patterns, new designs, and get feedback through the comments of the consumers. She then can figure out, which are the top sellers, and she can push those and kind of lay off the ones that are not so popular. Also, it can be very measurable. If she decides to pay for promotion, she can use the Facebook Mobile Ads Manager, which will help her track results on the go, start and stop ads, and also edit budgets and schedules. Here's Jessica continuing on.
I'm going to talk about messaging apps, because messaging apps are very popular in Nigeria. One app is called the Eskimi app, and it also connects to the Facebook, so people can reach your Facebook through the app. First it started as a chat app, but now it's progressing to many more features, so it shows that it's a growing app. There are 40 million users per month, and 50% of the users are just from Nigeria, so you can see how popular it is. Another app is WhatsApp, and it's actually the most popular app globally. You can send messages, images, videos, location, and audio, so people can really see what her shop looks like. And the last app is To Go app. It also connects to Facebook like Eskimi, and 85% of the users are between the ages of 18 and 35, so that's really her target audience, because she told us that she loves to work with younger people because they're the most creative.
So after talking to Elizabeth, we realized how much she wants to empower women and really talk to the younger generation. So we thought, what's the best solution, not just for her business, but also to reach those people? And so we realized that to really teach her how to use her cell phone and go on social media and using apps will really benefit her. And by implementing these changes to her current strategies, she'll be able to expand physically and in personnel later on. And so thank you, or as they say in Hausa, nagode.
Yeah, great presentation. I thought, you guys did a great job of presenting a lot of different solutions. It's always tricky when we talk about technology and its uses, especially in Nigeria with electricity, but I think, I like the strategy. It sounds like going with the mobile device, because as opposed to a computer that's sitting in one place, people are carrying their cell phones and they're always charged. And no matter what's going on, the cell phone is charged. So that's a great solution. And also offering her these different options of messaging apps, I think it's great. Allows her to kind of reach out, because one may use one and not the other. So gives her some options and allows her to use that. I think word of mouth. I know you mentioned, it's tricky again with technology, because generally speaking, you would think, okay, it may not be as effective, but I think in this particular case, it's certainly the one effective method because of the lack of electricity. But again, using mobile, I think it's a good way to go. You guys captured that, so great job with that presentation.
It seems like Elizabeth too wants to be more technologically involved. Maybe not all of the business owners, but it seems like something that she wants. So I think it's cool that you guys are working with her on that and giving some examples. And I really like the idea of posting the new patterns on Facebook. The tell me what you think of these new patterns. I really like that, because you like it, I'll bring it to you. So.
Also, she said specifically that we asked her how she feels about getting involved with social media, and she said she would really enjoy it over Skype. And I think communicating with the college students in her area, especially over Facebook through commenting, every time they comment on a post, it is seen by all of their friends. So that'll help spread her information through word mouth, but over online.
Yeah, I think with your presentation, you understand Elizabeth. One of the hardest sells to everybody is, remember, you have to convince the business owner to take your idea in. And so you can't tell them what they need, you have to figure out what they want, and then figure out a solution to what they want. And you've definitely done with that, Elizabeth. She told me, she's excited about doing these types of things. She's like, I want to talk, she loves doing the Business Alliance program there because she says it keeps her young. She loves talking to college kids because it keeps her young. That's what she says. She's like, it keeps me young, it keeps me motivated. And you've found a way to make her not only have a solution to a problem, but she's going to be excited about doing it instead of being, oh, I need to do this to survive. Like, I can't wait to do this. It's a new something I'm really excited about. I want to conquer it. So great job finding something that she wants to conquer, and then really going and committing to it, so she actually has a clear path to do it. Great job.
Good job. I think, if I may say, Elizabeth is one business owner that has a lot of opportunities among the other business owners. She has the opportunity of going to school, being in the university, easy to communicate with her. Her business is always motivated by her colleagues in school, some of her colleagues at home. I think in this context, I cannot ask you to go down to the level of lower level, because she can go into Facebook anytime she wants. She's always on the Facebook. She advertises her product usually on the Facebook. So I think the solution you provide to her, I think is quite practical to her. In particular, her own business is practical because of her level of exposure. So it's a great job and a great presentation. Thank you.
Join the Global Young Innovators Initiative. Transform the world. www.icantransformtheworld.org